to the big house, Michigan Stadium. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Kansas State Wildcats and the Michigan Wolverines. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
When you talk about iconic stadiums in college football, the Big House has to be at the top of your list. One of the most unique stadiums. It is nestled down in the ground. It is loud. It is fun. Ann Arbor has one of the finest stadiums in college sports. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. And the Wolverines ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Turning it on. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Jackson. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12 wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
Kansas State back at it after picking up the first down. The give. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Kansas State. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
I mean, what a great way to start this game. Getting the football in the end zone, getting it to your big play wide receiver. Nice job by this offense.
Yeah, David, it just seems like this offense came out with a sense of urgency, right? They're playing with great energy, and it seemed like everything they dialed up on that drive worked perfectly. Really nice rhythm, really nice flow, and they cap it off with a touchdown pass.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come
Bro,
out
you
to the
got bailed. My
25-yard
fucking
line.
receiver just my corner left the fucking wide receiver wide open. I was already guarding a running back. This nigga is man on the outside fucking receiver, and that nigga just left him open to go to the running back. What the fuck? Oh my god. It's all good though. That was good defense.
From the gun, running back on the move. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional.
Emery, shut your garbage ass up, Emery.
Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quick completion to the right. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert the third down.
Third down, I got this. I'll take this myself. He makes the read quickly. He calls his number. He has confidence in himself. Goes and gets the first down.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. On the option. Pulls it again on the option.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Third and 6 yards to go. Breaks into the open. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Wolverines. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. Setting up for the extra point and the top. And he made the extra point without problem. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the final 53 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Hits inside. It's Jackson. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's a quick throw out to the left. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On third down, he drops the throw. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll leave it with the lone back. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Makes the grab. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. The Wolverines want to pick up the tempo. Making the adjustment. Bryce Underwood from the gun on third down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And here comes the field goal unit. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And with that, they've taken the lead.
Well, sudden change situation. You've got to give this defense credit. Their offense just turned it over. They held tight. They didn't allow a touchdown, and they forced their opponent to take a field goal. Nice job.
On the move from inside his 5. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Oh, he's got some space. Past the 50. The 30. The 20. He's at the... and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wildcats! They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Trying to make magic with his feet. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Butler. Maybe some room here.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Just feeds the running back. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
Man, a lot of times offenses, they feel really good when it's second and short after a good run on first down. You'll see them be aggressive. They choose to run the football, defense ready, now setting up a third and short situation. Are they going to run it 3 times in a row? The defense probably going to be ready for that.
Turns into the pile. They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the first down marker.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. He'll pull it down. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off.
4th down, no problem. Call your own number. He does a great job sticking the ball in the belly of the running back, pulling that thing out, taking off and running, and knowing he had the first down. Nice job by this offense to get a fresh set of downs.
And the Wolverines have this offense rolling. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Now on the move. And he's brought down after a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They'll go 5 wide on 2nd and 8. Throwing, Underwood. Deep shot for the end zone. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. And the referee's signal for the 2-minute timeout. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Right down the gut of the field. And just an outstanding return, takes it back to the 7-yard line. The Wildcats have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Tried to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Touchdown, Wildcats! And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They got the ball in great field position and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wide receiver. Maybe a double pass. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Fires to the big fella. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him move him inside. You see him move him outside. You see him move him in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Underwood finds his target. At the 45 on his way. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
Who needs a 2-minute offense? When you're this explosive, this offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
The Wolverines with the 1st and 10. He's got him in the flat. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
And the Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Swats it away.
Well, the offense is trying to get aggressive, and they're trying to hit the corner route, but just better coverage on the back end by the defense, knocking that one away.
Just couldn't quite hook up on that last pass play. Now it's 3rd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Again, it's Underwood. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
The Wolverines line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, pinning them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage, and we'll see if they're content to run out the clock here in the first half. The Wildcats used the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use the timeout. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Big noise in the big house for this huge 3rd down play. The hand to the running back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. And the Wildcats headed quickly to the line. They'll ride the hot hand. Doesn't find any room whatsoever here late in the half. Timeout taken here. 2nd one called by Kansas State. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, time running short in the half. pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go. He did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Left side, it's Jackson. Tackle is made at the 38, and let's see just how daring they'll be on 4th down. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with the Texas A&M Aggies in their matchup against the number 12 team, the Wisconsin Badgers. And it's the Aggies who are rewarded for feeding their star. For some reason, he plays better at home, and this team plays better at home, as they did today.
So here comes the Michigan offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Finds his man. It's Marsh. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Got him on the RPO. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's 1st down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. And the Wolverines have their offense in high gear. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Underwood escapes the pressure to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Second and long here. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. He slings it deep to the left. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking, and something's a little bit off, and I like the deep shot down the field. At least it was an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some 1st downs and some passing yards, because everything's been difficult today.
3rd and long coming up. Throws it off the RPO. They'll stop him just outside the 30 at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for the 1st down, and now they have a decision to make. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Rid of it on the RPO. How about that tackle to stop him short on 4th down?
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Drops back on 1st down. Moving out to the right. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. On the move, it's Jackson. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Caught. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Wildcats signal for a timeout. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. There he goes. He's at the 50. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, mark it at the 47.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Throwing on the run. Hits him inside the 20, still going. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Off play action on 1st down. Flush to the left. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
All right, defensive ends, you've got to do a better job not getting too far up the field on these pass rush situations. You've got to be able to retrace. You can get to the level of the quarterback, but then you've got to slow yourself down under control.
Beck's going for the goal line. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Wildcats. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Here's Underwood to throw. Unloads to the right. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
Long way to go on second down. Drops back. It's Underwood. Throws to the tight end. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Turning it on. Touchdown, Wildcats. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense, forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Kansas State, 35. Michigan, 10.
And no chance at a return here. They'll drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Tells to run, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Right side, it's Bussey. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Fresh center downs going to the air. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
He'll try to do it himself. Quarterback gets the first down. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
And you gotta lock in on your keys. When they run this kind of offense and they do the replays, somebody has to account for the quarterback, and they forgot who that was, and he made them pay with a big play.
And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. Guys, it's Kansas State who carries the lead into the quarter break. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll move the wide receiver. This quarterback part of their running game. Hit.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Serious arm strength on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but They're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Quarterback changing the play. Snaps on 4th down. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Cats can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Makes a grab and room to run. He's at the 40, the 20, inside the 10, into the house. Touchdown, Wildcats. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Out ready to go on the attack. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Ripped off a chunk on the opening play of this drive. Now it's 1st down from the 48. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Snap in the shotgun. Here comes the heat. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up 1 on the play.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his own.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Kansas State quick to the line.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. He's looking to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. The touch pass goes absolutely nowhere, knocked down for a loss. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He's changing the play. First play of this drive. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and get into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
2nd down, going to throw it. Gets a hand in there.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
Pulls and fired complete. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but, like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the...
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Offense going to be challenged to protect on 3rd down after that last sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
And the defense gets the big 3rd down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on 4th down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. Like, these are positive signs from a group that you know needs to continue to grow, needs to continue to build, needs to continue to get better.
Looking for his man. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
Keeps it, and they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4. Timeout taken here, second one called by Kansas State. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Making the adjustment on the play. Wants to throw. It's Jacobs. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. That's his first catch of the season, and they believe he is a freshman who can contribute a lot early.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
That's a tough pill to swallow if you're on defense. Third down, you're blitzing. You're expecting to be able to affect the quarterback, but give this offensive line, these guys, credit because they were able to pick everything up and give their quarterback an opportunity to throw clean from the pocket to pick up that first down.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Now it's 2nd and goal. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will. Ready to try the point after. Bangs it through for an extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25.
Ready, ready. Blue 30, blue 30. Go!
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Timeout is called by the defense, and 12 seconds remain in the football game. The Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Sweep, sweep. Go, go.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got him downfield. There he goes to the right. Running inside the 20. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You play through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown. Just